Any of you Christians out there who have been awakened or realized that everything that's going on in our world, the history, the things, is a deception, really. The things we learned in school were designed specifically not to treat us or teach us to be entrepreneurs or to make money.
Not one single U.S. president has sent their kids to a public school. This might blow your mind a little bit more. Horace Mann, the guy that created this whole system, right? Homeschooled his kids. 3 sons, he homeschooled them. You're 100% spot on. It's an elitist system. It was built by the elites, and they didn't even send their kids to it. Let that sink in. We all went through a system that they themselves created. They didn't even send their kids to it.
In the traditional ways, but to actually teach us how not to make money and be slaves in these corporate systems owned by the people who do not send their kids and their sons and daughters. They don't send them to the same schools they want you going to. They go to different colleges. We were trained specifically not to hear the real message. And Christians especially, who have begun to wake up that words in the Bible were changed, such as the word Jew was not in the Bible for almost 16 or 100 years or more. The word didn't even exist. It was Judean, which is totally different than the religion and things that go on now. So you're completely awake to this. But the frustrating thing is that there are highly intelligent Christians who have been so indoctrinated that they are still on this type of MAGA train, this conservative Christian, Trump is doing all he can to save us train. And they've never seen the videos where he's like, I'm not a Christian. And so you don't realize that this organization is rounding up Christians so that they can indoctrinate them lots of money to the central nation that was formed after World War II, specifically to be the largest organized crime unit in the world. Because before that time, they were all over Europe, and they kept getting kicked out of 109 countries over the past 2,000 years they were kicked out of. So the organizers of these crime units, this organized mafia, decided to create one centralized hub with this indoctrination religion that people cannot break free from, that is against Christ, and that needs the support of Christians, but indoctrinated, controlled Christians. And the majority of Christians are still under this 1948 or this Schofield Bible indoctrination system that has kept them blind. You know, the Bible said specifically that if possible, even the elect would be deceived by this. Now, if the elect, if Satan can fool a third of the angels to follow him, do you think he can fool men through different types of wisdom or through propaganda or whatever it might be? We can be fooled if the Holy Spirit hasn't broken us free of this and we volunteer to accept the knowledge and the information. You can be swayed under this Antichrist system. I was fooled by it for a very long time in my life until I sought out the matter. I began to look, and then I was seeking, and I found the answers. But the problem is trying to get enough information to deprogram your friends, your fellow Christians and stuff like that. They are so programmed in following this methodology, following this whole Fox News, Trump, Truth Social stuff, and they're bombarded with it every day. This whole Muslims are bad, and I'm not for Islam at all, but they think Judaism is good, and they send money to it. They send their sons and daughters to die for it. And what does Judaism do in return? It hates Christianity. It's anti-Christ. It makes zero sense other than the elect are fooled into serving and following and dying for against Christ. So what's the solution? The solution is deprogramming Christians who don't want to hear the truth. And it takes a lot of information, more than you can convey in one talk. So we have created a book called Reason to Believe. It is an ebook. You can instantly download it in easily readable format to your cell phone, to your device, to your computer. And what's beneficial about it is you can share that book with these deniers. You can say every bit of proof you need to know that the false prophet, that against Christ is running around the world right now, that they have done things to fool you, is in this book. And you can share it with them to help deprogram them out of the false belief system. So if you want to do a great work, a great commission, get this ebook for yourself, and you can read it easily, and then take it and share it with everybody you know. Maybe a few of them will read some of it, because once you start, you can never deny it. There'll be a link in the description. It's very inexpensive, and a link in the comment section so you don't get it lost. And then share it with your friends.